and welcome to Studio Sandvik. These are our headlines for today.
The first fully electric mobile crushing plant launched in Africa.
Stefan Stenstrup explains the inspiration through innovation concept from Seco. And of course, Stefan Widing will go through the main news of the day, our Q4 and full year report for 2025.
We will start with the latest telegrams from the world of Sandvik. First out from mining, where Sandvik has received a major underground mining equipment order from Northern Star Resources, one of Australia's leading gold producers. The order consists of underground trucks and loaders, with deliveries expected to begin in the first quarter of 2026 and continue throughout the year. It is valued at approximately 260 million Swedish crowns.
Sandvik Rock Processing has introduced its first fully electric mobile crushing plant on the African market. Together with the distributor S&R Enterprises, it has been built in South Africa using the UJ443E heavy jaw units. The plant is built on a fully electric track platform and offers lower operating costs, reduced emissions, and sound after-sales support. There has been significant interest in the unit as the mining quarry and construction sectors seek to move towards lower carbon, more cost-efficient operations.
And now it's time for one of the highlights of the day, our report for the fourth quarter and full year 2025. Let's listen to Stefan Widing.
Hi Stefan.
Hello.
We start with safety, as always in Sandvik. How did the safety development progress during Q4?
We actually had a very good development in the quarter. We had a total recordable at 2.3, which represents a very good improvement versus the same period last year. And also lost time, which ended up at 0.9, represented a very good improvement versus last year. And in fact, both of them are at all-time lows. So I think very good work with safety during the full year and ended on a high note in the quarter.
And the Q4 report was published today. Indeed, a very strong ending to the year. How would you summarize the quarter?
No, of course, we are very happy with the strong top-line development, with double-digit organic growth in both orders and revenues. We continue to see strong demand in the mining business. Of course, also this quarter, we are particularly happy that we see double-digit also revenue growth, which is an indication that we are ramping up to meet the strong demand. We also see a good development in the machining business, with good order intake and revenues driven by strong price execution, but also good growth in our focus growth segments such as aerospace and defense. Also good development on the powder side. Then we also continue to see very good growth in our software businesses. Intelligent manufacturing is growing double digits, as is our digital mining technology. So overall, a very strong development. Then if we look further down into the P&L, we also see good operating margin, 19.6%, slightly higher than last year, despite a significant currency headwind of almost 1.2 billion. We also see a very strong cash flow, 6.7 billion, corresponding to a cash conversion of 110% in the quarter. So very happy with the financials, and then of course we continue to make also strategic progress in many areas.
On that note, very good progress also in key strategic areas. What are a few highlights here?
I mean, we are very happy with the progress we have had in the entire strategy period, as well as in 2025 and then also now in the fourth quarter. And we see this in the high pace of launching new innovations, as well as strategic acquisitions. And some highlights that we can show is, of course, the continued progress we are making in intelligent manufacturing when it comes to strengthening our market positions in the software business. We see it in the high ratio of new sales of new innovations that we have in the machining business. We see it in the strong growth we have in the surface business, which is also to a large extent driven by new product launches. And we also see it in, for example, focused geographies and growth areas in machining, where we have had a good growth in India for many years. Now this year we also see very good growth in China, which is to a large extent driven by an acquisition that we did in 2024. So many of these actions are yielding results when it comes to growth.
And 2025 is also the last year of a strategy period, and now Sandvik enters a new one. Any final words on that?
Yes, I mean, this period, which has basically been in the past 5 years up until now end of 25, is of course a period with very challenging geopolitical and macroeconomic challenges and changes. We have had the war in Ukraine, we have had supply chain, inflation, tariffs, and many things to manage. Despite this, we have delivered good financial results every quarter. And on top of that, driven a significant strategic transformation of the group, building a stronger Sandvik. And this is a platform that we will now continue to build on with our financial strength, our leading market positions, and a strong culture with, I would say, a winning, high-performing culture in the organization. So now when we go into the next period, advancing to 2030, we will continue to build on the strengths that we have. This is, of course, has been possible thanks to the whole Sandvik organization and the commitment, high energy, hard work that everyone has put in during these past 5 years. So it's also an opportunity to say thank you to the whole organization for making this happen.
Indeed. Thank you, Stefan.
Thank you.
Sandvik China Division has secured prestigious awards. At the Grand 2025 Top Employer in Shuzhou Award ceremony held by Shuzhou Broadcasting and Television Station in September, ANO secured both the first prize and the most industry influential award. In a comment, Elisabeth Lindström Dupuy, head of China Division, says that ANO Group's achievement of 2 major awards fully demonstrates long-term commitment and outstanding achievements in employer branding, talent development, and corporate culture.
Seco has created a new series of events, Inspiration Through Innovation. It is hosted by Seco and our technical partners, and it's a series of global and local events.
The ITI event here is where we imagine how the future of manufacturing will look like. And that future of manufacturing is something here in Seco that we think about the whole value chain with end-to-end solutions to the customers. And to be able to do end-to-end solutions from design through to verification and cleaning, we need to work together with partners in our field. Those partners come together here at the ITI, so it's a unique ambience for our customers to visit the ITI event and actually be able to look at the whole value chain from end to end.
AI is being integrated into many of our offerings. One of these are Metrolog Copilot, an AI-based assistant offering instant guidance for all users of its software suite. With us today we have Vincent Du, project manager at Metrologic. Welcome to Studio Sandvik, Vincent.
Thank you.
Can you please explain the solution?
Yes, sure. Metrolog Copilot is a web-based chatbot assistant available to our all end users through the Metrologic DCS external portal. It provides answers about any Metrolog X4 product documentation and supports users in using our 3D inspection software. Running on an LLM model, hosted on Azure and OpenAI powered technology, Metrolog Copilot has an intelligent search engine. It understands natural languages, questions, and delivers precise contextual guidance. Today is part of our broader strategy, Manufacturing Copilot AI for manufacturing strategy.
Very interesting. Could you tell us a bit more? How unique is this on the market?
Metrolog Copilot is kind of unique because this is the only assistant that's fully dedicated to 3D metrology. It has been trained exclusively on Metrologic official documentation and knowledge base for more accurate and domain-specific answers. Today, it's instantly available through the extranet with no installation, including in the maintenance contracts. This gives to our customer a competitive edge, faster problem solving, reducing downtime, and higher productivity.
And what is the potential for the solution?
The potential of Metrolog Copilot is to evolve from a knowledge assistant into a true agentic embedded directly into metrologic workflows. Its next evolution is to actively generate metrology data, automatic inspection plans, pre-configured measurement program, and GT&T interpretation aligned with Metrolog Ep15 solutions. And with the future integration of Copilot directly embedded in Metrolog Ep15, the assistant will be able to guide, automatize, and accelerate tasks directly within the software interface. This will reduce programming time, standardize inspection strategy, and eliminates repetitive manual text. The future is agentic.
Very interesting, Vincent. Thank you so much for joining Studio Sandvik today.
Thank you.
In Sudbury, Canada, Sandvik has broken ground for a state-of-the-art new facility to serve the Canadian market and its customer. In Sudbury, the new facility has been designed to meet increasing customer demands for maintenance, electrification, efficient service turnaround, and capacity for long-term growth.
More from Canada. Eldorado Gold Corporation, a gold and base metals producer, has selected Sandvik to supply 10 battery electric vehicles plus 10 charging systems for its Lamaque complex in Val-d'Or, Quebec. The order includes 5 Sandvik TH550B trucks and 5 Toro LH518IB loaders. Now to India, where Studio Sandvik had the opportunity of spending 1 minute with Abhijay Chori, Head of Demand Marketing at Sandvik Coromant.
Trekking has taught me the importance of setting bigger goals and staying disciplined in how I work towards them. Perseverance, preparation, and teamwork are so important on the mountain and keeping the spirit high, even when things get tough. I carry this into my professional life at Sandvik Coromant in Pune, India. I am head of demand marketing. It's a dynamic role that blends strategy, creativity, and close collaboration. I love turning insights into campaigns that truly make a difference for our customers and our business. There is a spirit of teamwork and continuous learning at Sandvik that inspires me every day, and a work-life balance that is often hard to come by. My name is Abhijit Chaure, and I'm proud to be part of Sandvik.
And that was all we had for today. Thank you so much for watching, and we hope to see you all again in March.
Thank you for today. Bye.